afternoon, everybody, and welcome into I think I just watched the best team in the Big 12 edition of the College Huddle. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, please. Continue to help us grow this College Huddle community one viewer at a time. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you to all of our new subscribers within the last week. Very nice week in subscriptions. We appreciate all of you. And of course, let us know what you think about what we think down in the comment section below. That is the easiest and quickest way to make a video be seen by more people like yourself. All right. Like I said in the opening, I'm pretty sure I just saw the best team in the Big 12 play. I got settled in, was ready to watch Texas Tech and Utah on big noon kickoff on Fox, an 11 a.m. kick in Utah, out there in Utah. And the game got off to an interesting start. They're playing patty cake with one another as far as turnovers is concerned. Neither team really wanted to take advantage of it. And then the fourth quarter happened, and Texas Tech dominated the final frame of this game to the point that I'm looking at the remainder of their schedule and I'm looking at the Big 12, and I'm not sure anybody in that conference is going to be able to stop that football team. They're that good. They are better than what Arizona State was a year ago. This Texas Tech team is going to be able to go into the college football playoff and not only play with the big boys, but they could beat a big boy. They could beat a power school. They could beat one of the SEC teams. They could beat a Big Ten team. That is a very, very good football team. And I know what the pundits are going to say. They should be, given what they paid in NIL, what they've been doling out as far as recruiting. But at the end of the day, you can't hate the game, right? Like, they're playing by the rules. Um, they're doing exactly what any fan of any team would want their team to do if they had the investors willing to put out the money that them oil tycoons in West Texas have got to donate to their football program. That facility that Texas Tech has is the best facility I've seen in college football. Hands down. It is amazing. I showed my stepson the video that I saw last week where they're flying a drone all through out the stadium and into the facility and the practice field and the weight room and the meeting rooms and the coach's office, and they have a little screen with a little mini field attached to the screen so that you can look at the all 11 from the end zone and defensively getting. I mean, it's immaculate. It is immaculate. There's a reason why recruits and players who enter the transfer portal are winding up at Texas Tech. They are building a legitimate top program there. And I hinted at the fact that Texas Tech was probably a year or two away from being able to really compete and really take the Big 12 and kind of own it. I don't think they're a year or two away. I think they're there already. Let me share my screen. Let's dive into some of the stats from this football game. I want to go over them with you here quickly. 34-10 is the final score. Look at that fourth quarter right there. 24-7 overall in the fourth quarter, including Texas Tech going on a 21-0 run to finish that football game. More on that here in a minute. But let me move this over here so that it's a little bit better. My apologies. I thought I had that situated. There we go. That's better for y'all. Will Hammond, 13 of 16, 169 yards, and 2 touchdowns off the bench after an injury. Cameron Dickey was the leading rusher with 13 carries for 67 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Uh, re, uh, Leading receiver was Reggie Virgil with 6 receptions, 72 yards, and a score for the Red Raiders. They got off to a lead in the first quarter, 7-0. They added a field goal to make it 10-0. Utah makes it 10-3 going into the half. Texas Tech gets the field goal back, 13-3. Utah scores a touchdown to get it down to 3. Texas Tech answers right back with a touchdown of their own to make it 20-10. And then the route was on, 27-10, 34-10, ball game. 484 total yards to Utah's 263. 311 passing yards to 162. 173 rushing yards to 101 rushing yards. Texas Tech defensively is the best defense I've seen in the Big 12 since Oklahoma State circa 2021, maybe, I want to say. That was a Jim Knowles-led defense in 2021 for the Cowboys, and since he left that program, they have not been the same since. Um, this is the best Big 12 defense I've seen since then, in my opinion. Again, tell me in the comments if you think I'm wrong. 6.7 yards per play for the Red Raiders to 3.8 from the Utes. Just total domination. Um, Morton was 12 of 19, 142 yards and 2 interceptions, 5 carries and 2 yards before he left the game with what appeared to me to be a concussion. I think he might have been under concussion protocol. In comes Will Hammond, 13 of 16, 169, 2 scores, like I said. And then check out his rushing stats. 8 carries, 61 yards. That's good for 7.6 yards per carry. Very good day there. Jacoby Williams added 2 catches for 71 yards. Caleb Douglas, 4 catches, 68 yards. Terrence Carter Jr., 7 catches, 49 yards, and a score. He had a really good game as well. Guys, I'm just going to be straight up honest with you, man. I think Utah is head and shoulders better than anybody else in the Big 12. I think that's your college football playoff representative from the Big 12, unless someone else can jump up and maybe win the league, and then you end up with 2 teams from the Big 12 possibly. But I, I don't know. Iowa State. I've watched Iowa State twice now. I've seen them open the season against Kansas State. I watched them against Iowa. I think it was 2 weeks later. Um, and then, yeah, Iowa State is the Iowa State that you typically see from the Cyclones. That that Texas Tech team I just watched gonna blow the doors off Iowa State. They might be able to hang with them for 2.5 quarters, but just like Utah, they ain't got the horses. That's a upper echelon football team right there. Klatt said at the end of the telecast, he goes, "I think that's a top 10 football team." Yeah, I agree. I think that's a top 10 football team. That's a playoff caliber football team that they've got down there in Lubbock, Texas. No doubt about it. Good football team. Very interested to see what the rest of the season holds for the Red Raiders. Let me pull up their schedule real fast and go over it with you all here. Next up is Houston. Houston's undefeated as of right now, so that one's at Houston as well. So they got Utah and Houston back-to-back road games. That one's on October 4th, so they're going to get a bye next week, and then they're going to go to Houston to take on the Cougs. They host Kansas. They go to Arizona State, so we'll see if the Sun Devils have anything for them. They host Oklahoma State. They go to Manhattan, Kansas to take on the Wildcats of Kansas State, who are just a train wreck of a program right now. They host BYU. They host UCF, and then they come to Morgantown, West Virginia to take on the Mountaineers to finish the season. Looking over that, Houston, Arizona State, BYU, there's no one there on that roster that I think is going to beat this football team. If they play like that, they're an undefeated football team going into the Big 12 championship. So, you know, I know that that's not where they started the season at, but my eyes tell me that's a really good football team and definitely one to jump on the bandwagon with right now. So if you're not on the bandwagon yet, get on it now. Texas Tech is going to the playoffs. I'm pretty confident in that, everybody. Am I wrong? Let me know what you think down in the comments section below. If are you a Red Raiders fan? Toot your horn, man, down in the comments section. Let me know. Say, hey, man, you should have been here all along, Boggsy. You should have seen this coming. Shout out to our Texas Tech rep at the College Huddle. Go check them out, everybody. Go over to thecollegehuddle.com. Again, that's thecollegehuddle.com. Scroll on over at the top. You'll see in the bar, you'll see the Big 12. Scroll down to the Texas Tech. There they are. You'll find them right there. So they're one of the 85 schools, 86 now, that we have in the College Huddle from coast to coast. So go check them out. Again, please give us a little love here at the channel. We appreciate it. We'll be dropping some more content on your lap this weekend right here at the College Huddle as more college football happens. Tune in. Tune in, everybody. Pull up a chair. Great football action coming your way right now and into the evening right here on the College Huddle.